think maybe that had something to do with it, because my mother always stressed, get your education, because she didn't have it. Get your education. And I, you know, being one of the first head nurses at then Meadowbrook, I could see where education was so important, you know, and I went on and got higher degrees because it was important, you know. And I just know that I'm going to, whatever obstacle come my way, I'm just going to go tackle it, and I'm going to try to win, and I will win.
What were the demographics of Hempstead High School?
It was mostly white, I would say. I'll tell you what, in graduation we had over 600 children, graduates. We graduated at Calderon Theater. I don't know whether you remember that. That's so far back. But Calderon was a new theater, and we were the first class to graduate at Calderon. Out of 600 graduates, it was only about 8 or 10 black people to graduate. So we were really minority.
Do you feel that, I guess in the long run, that this process has increased your chances of success as an adult, or?
Well, like I say, I'm very focused in whatever I do. I'm very committed. If I make up my mind to do something, I go ahead and do it. Because my mother preached to me, you got to get your education, you got to get your education. And I'm committed, and that made me very, very committed to get my education. And I think it has carried on into my adult life. That whatever I want to do, I'm very focused, and I'm very committed, and I just do it, you know? I just do whatever I have to do it.
Do you feel that your children...
Yeah, my children as committed as me?
Yeah.
I knew you were going to ask me that. My son is just like me. He is so committed in everything. My daughter is not as committed. She goes into college, she got out. She goes into college, she got out, you know, one of those things. But she has a career and so forth now, you know. But she's really not as committed.
I guess any final words to the audience who feel that maybe their situation is similar to yours?
Well, you know, this is a whole different world now. Franklin Street School is mostly black. Prospect is mostly black. Hempstead High School is black and Spanish. So, you know, it's such a difference in the way the life is now, and people and so forth. And people, I think, maybe are more accepting of you now than they were, in a way, than they were then when I was coming up, which was back in the 30s when I started out. So, you know, it was quite different.
Well, thank you for telling us your story. And this is Claudia Baratire with The Light.
Hi, my name is Brenda Nightingale. I'm with Long Island Girl Talk, and I'm with lovely Wiley, and she will show us how to make hair duct tape bows.
Okay, so first what you want to do is you want to get 2 rolls of duct tape. It doesn't matter what kind they are, print or like plain, doesn't matter. And I already pre-cut them, so she's gonna help me make one. She's gonna make one with me. And I just have Hello Kitty. And so what you want to do, first step, you want to get a piece of tape to your desired length, and then you want to fold it and you want to put it like this. Then you want to take your other piece of tape and then you want to lay it down. So it's like this. and then you just want to trim. You want to trim your the sticky sides. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And it's really important that you trim the sticky sides, because if you just make it and it has like sticky sides on it, it can stick in someone's hair. Then when you try to yank it out, yeah, it's not really good. And so cut it like this.
So, Lovely, please tell me, what made you come up with this idea?
Well, I went to a craft store and I saw a lot of duct tape, and they had like a little like mannequin of like a purse, and so I looked on YouTube and it said I typed in duct tape crafts and they said DIY, which is do it by yourself. It had like, it said it was simple and a hairball, and so I clicked on that and I saw it and I thought I could make it, so I watched it and then I told my mom if she could, you know, take me to the craft store to make it, and I made it.
That's nice to know.
And so the next step is you want to fold it like you make a paper fan. So inward, outward, then inward, then outward. And then you want to pinch it in the middle until you get something like this. Yeah, it takes a couple times to get it perfected, but it's really easy.
Like this?
Yes. And so you can either cut it straight like this, or you can cut the round, or you can cut the side so it's round. And then you want to get a piece of tape, skinny like this.
Thank you.
And then you want to wrap it around which side looks best. You want to decide which side looks best. I like this side the best. So then you just want to wrap this around. So see how it's like staying together?
Yeah. And Lovely, can you tell me, will you sell these for a product or something?
Yes, sure, like maybe. I just make them for fun sometimes. And then you need your bobby pins.
Thank you.
And like I said, you want to decide which side is best. I like this side better. And so,
Like this?
yes, end product is like this. And then you want to pin it in which side you don't like the best, like this side.
And can you wear it like anywhere you want?
Yeah, anywhere you want. So the end product is like this. And so you can wear it in your hair like this. And so that's it. And so I have
some models that can show you how you wear these bows.
come.
You can have a ring bow. You can have a bow for
On
your
your shirt?
ponytail and your shirt and your hair. These are
Bows made by Lovely. That's me. So thank you for watching.
Hi, I'm Jaden Workman with Long Island Girl Talk, and I'm here with Camara Perkins from Girls Against Gangs. Hi Camara, how are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine. Now, is Girls Against Gangs your organization? And can you tell me a little about Girls Against Gangs?
Oh, well, it's actually my organization with another girl. Her name is Blair Baker from Freeport High School. We met at the Young Women's Leadership Program, Girls Fund of Long Island. And in that program, you had to come up with like a community service project. And we basically our topic was gangs, because that is prevalent in our communities of Uniondale and Freeport. And so we decided to do so when you do like a project, you have to have like a focus. So we decided to focus on girls, since like we're young girls and we want to prevent young girls from joining gangs, and we want them to know that there are like other options out there for you to join. I'm a part of the Uniondale High School show choir, and that would keep me out of trouble because like we have practices and stuff like that. So there's different programs out there that you could go for like a sense of family and, you know, community.
Is Girls Against Gangs just focused on preventing girls from joining gangs, or is it focused on rehabilitating girls already involved with gangs?
Right now it's just focused on preventing girls from joining gangs.
Do you wish to expand that onto rehabilitating girls from joining gangs?
Yes, one day in the future, hopefully we could get to that status where we could do that.
What made you focus on girls associated with gangs?
Well, since I am a girl myself, I think that it's very important to know that there are other places that you can go, to get that sense of friendship and that sense of love and caringness, because a lot of people, maybe they don't have that at home with their family. So I just want young girls to know that gangs shouldn't be an option. There are other stuff out there that you could do.
Why do you believe girls join gangs?
I feel like girls join gangs for that, just to have someone maybe to talk to, or they think someone's going to be there for them. They think that could be their family. But I feel like in reality, that's not really your family, because a family wouldn't want you to do things that gangs are involved in.
What can you tell the audience of Long Island Girl Talk about the danger and damage of joining a gang?
Well, I feel like when you join a gang, there's 3 things that could come out of that. You could either get out of the gang, which is very good, or you're either gonna end up dead or in prison. So I feel like those are the dangers and damages. And if you're dead, you're not gonna reach your full potential. If you end up in prison, you're not gonna reach the full potential that you could have had you not joined that gang. But hopefully anyone that's in a gang that would like to come out of a gang, hopefully they could be a success story and get out.
Okay. On behalf of Long Island Girl Talk, I would like to thank you for joining us today, and it was a pleasure having you here.
Thank you for having me.